These Jomboy videos, the combination of insight and entertainment is fantastic.
DJ LeMahieu returning to the Yankees, yes or no?
My guess is yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Perfect.
I wanted Jake to sing one more thing. I wanted to have some kind of a duet with him.
What do you need?
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite tune? I know you mentioned previously you're Jewish. I know a couple of the Jewish classics too, but whatever you want.
I don't have anything in mind. I was just hoping you would say something that I would know the words to.
Trevor went second deck left field at Yankee Stadium.
Now that's rarefied real estate.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank you, Mike.
It is pretty impressive. I think we have the call here.
They even had him working with Torrey Hunter, one of the best outfielders ever.
Deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. Pinch hit home run for Plouffe. And it's 9-5 Rays. Reached the second.
Wow, you could hear the excitement in my push for the opposing home run.
I had a chance to chat with one of your favorites, kids, with Gary Sanchez for a long time this week. and Gary was working out with the team whether he would be allowed to play or not. So this is kind of, and Gary Sanchez, believe it or not, Yankee fans, he is a prized possession that the New York Yankees have.
Tell him.
That day, Jimmy, I was happy to see it because, listen, I know what we had, and we had the guy on the record. He was fine telling the whole story about it. But to see it visually, that to me elevated the story beyond even where it was because people could see, okay, this was going down. And I thank you because frankly, it did help. It verified it, it validated it. Not that it needed it. The story was going to be a big deal anyway, but it kind of added juice, put it that way.
When I first started out, the first GM that I worked for, Frank Cashin, said that you could tell the number of deals that might happen by the size of the bar in the suite. So you used to have be a lot of drinking going on. Okay, you're going to do some deals during the winter meetings. Now right around my period of time, we changed over to bottled water and diet soda and coffee. We too much liability on the alcohol side, I guess.
There's probably some really bad deals that went down over a few too many scotches.
Let me tell you, Trevor, there are a lot of deals that went down. The next morning, you're like, I need to undo that deal.
Why am I here? Because I've looked at the lineup and I'm batting fifth and I have no idea why. Like, I'm not a reporter. What am I doing here? Who canceled?
Well, tell us what you know about where Lindor's going.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, because I'm in the know. I'm catching up with all the hot goss guys. And I think he is going to end up with the New York Yankees either way. I just don't know if it's this season.
Well,
next.
I hate to tell you
That's why we had you on.
We just had Jet Passon on, Jeff's alter ego, Jet, and he said no chance.
He said no. Well, you know what? We're just gonna.
Lindor to the Yankees.
I know a lot more than he does. I'm a big insider. He's just this guy who's running his mouth on the internet. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, I love talking to Matt Olson and Marcus Semien. They're like my favorite people to talk to. They're the first people I go to in the clubhouse. I can't wait. I want to get back in the clubhouse, man.
Yes.
God damn, the Zooms have been just killing me.
Is Belly back in your guys' apartment complex mansion thing, or is he big league?
No, he got too cool for us, so he's out. He's no longer part of the Constone life. He just bought a crazy pad in Chandler, so we go over there and watch football and hang out over there sometimes. He's growing up. He's doing the dad thing. He's got a serious girlfriend. But all the other boys are still here, which is fun. We're still acting like little kids,
Do you have a prediction for where Bauer will sign?
Without having done a deep dive into this, I'm just thinking that Steve Cohen is going all out for everybody. I think at the end of the day, Bauer is going to end up out on the West Coast. I think it's going to be the Angels. I think there's so much need for them, the ability to spend money.
I have the Angels because they are the thirstiest.
Let's go Angels. I see a lot of people rallying for the Angels. I think they probably have the most to gain by signing Trevor Bauer, and so that's why I'm going to advocate for him to LA.
Trevor Bauer is going to cost a lot of money, as he should. He just came off an unbelievable year. I think that the Angels are desperate to do some stuff, and they have Pujols' contract coming up at the end of this year. So I'd probably say West Coast, and I'll say Angels.
I think I'm going to stick with the Mets. And it's not because I have inside information. It's because I believe Trevor Bauer is ready for prime time. And he will take less money to go somewhere where people will listen to him in a really, really big media platform.
I would go Angels. I don't think the Padres, they've already got some big contracts that they're trying to fit in. They got to sign Fernando Tatis Jr. The Mets make some sense. But I think that they might be the team that, goes for the next tier down for someone like Jake Odorizzi. The Angels now are in a position with a new general manager. Perry Minasian's gone in there. He's making some aggressive moves. They're actually trying to win. Trevor being, from that area, I think that in the end makes sense.
I would say Anaheim. I would say the Los Angeles Angels.
I didn't realize I was I was on, riding chalk over here with the Angels pick. I also have Angels as well. They need
I wouldn't count out the Dodgers.
I have a different team.
Okay.
Dodgers. Los Angeles Dodgers.
Now, do you think they'll get him on a short contract, kind of high money, shorter years?
I have no idea, Jomboy. I'm completely guessing as it is. But I would imagine if it was the Dodgers, that is the kind of deal it would be. That's the kind of deal they generally prefer. I just see him being in a big market.
I'm going to say he probably ends up with the Angels, but I'm going to stick with my San Diego Padres just because I think it's a better fit for him, better lifestyle for Trevor Bauer.
I'm Trevor Bauer to the New York Mets, man. I think it's all there. It's Cohen season. I think if you add Bauer, DeGrom, Stroman, if they get Syndergaard back in any form, their lineup had the highest OPS. Happy birthday to you.
Jake, you know what it is about your singing voice?
Sexy.
You try to sound like someone who can sing.
Yeah.
And you just can't.
Bob Costas.
Yeah.
Who he said he heard about us when he actually hopped in the Yes booth and he worked with you guys. So
No, Michael was out. He was recovering.
Oh, that was.
Can you imagine, Trevor, like, let's say that you missed some games and instead of like the next guy up, they brought in Brooks Robinson. They bring in Bob Costas. That was really comforting.
An elite list. The 100 home run list is an elite list. Only the best of the best get on that list.
If you take away position player home runs, are you still on that list, Trev?
104 outside
I am.
position players.
Okay, all right.
That's huge.
A lot of them against those Yankees, too.
You know what, Trevor? This is the moment when you go between the three of you, how many you got. So, you know what? Come on.
It depends if you count wiffle ball, home run derby on the Little League field.
It was like this. I'm gonna do the Jake Storiale walk by.
We'll see you act it out first. Okay. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Okay, we have it up on the screen now. I don't know if you can see that. It's partially blocking my face, which is fine. I do nothing wrong. I'm walking. I'm an excited little boy whose favorite baseball team just signed a good player.
And he said, and everybody does their lame Scully imitation, so I'll do mine. He said, "Oh, Bob, I know who you are. You've done very well already, and I'm sure great things are ahead." Oh my gosh, if I'd been hit by a bus, I'd lived a full life at that point.
You guys literally came from a basement and you have Bob Costas going on your show a year later. If you want to tell me it takes bright lights or some sort of a big established thing to continue your brand, you're like literally the example that that's not true.